the Radio Forest Podcast.
Albert Bouchard, Öyster Cult founding member. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to be here.
Album number 2 since this quarantine started. You're not goofing around, man. You're getting busy.
Well, this one I had a lot of help. I mean, a lot more help than I had help on the last one too, but this one is, I had the BOC guys helping me. So, and they are the people that are closest to this project anyway. So it was pretty appropriate. And I think that I'll get them to help me on the next one too.
Who from the Öyster Cult's in on this?
Well, Joe, of course, who played on the last one, he plays on a bunch of songs on this one, and he actually created a complete track, which was Independence Day. He helped me finish the lyrics, and because Sandy was not around to help me, Buck created a whole track for Three Sisters. So those are 2 new songs. When you hear that track, that's pretty much all them. I played the drums, and my friend David played the bass, and we lended with Independence Day, we sang too, but with Three Sisters, Donald, Buck did all the vocals. I play a little guitar in there, a little rhythm guitar, and I play the piano. But that's about it.
What about the song OD'd on Life itself? Who's playing the acoustic guitar? Is that you? Is that Buck? Who's on that?
I play almost all the acoustic guitar except for Independence Day, where Joe joins me on acoustic guitar. But I play acoustic guitar on every song. But OD'd on Life is just me. Jack Rigg from the original Imaginos band is playing a very spooky high guitar. I play piano, Greg Holt on violin, and David Hirschberg on bass. That's basically it. Just the 4 of us.
Well, if the relationships have been so good for as long as they have, what's holding back a tour or an album between you, your brother, Eric Bloom, and Buck Dharma? I mean, it seems like things are pretty good. Yes,
they are very good. I don't know. My feeling is it's not my place to ask them, if you want to do something. It works out better if they ask me. You're asking the wrong person. Hey, they come up with a gig, I'll do it. But, they have their guys, they have Jules Rodino and Danny Miranda playing with them. And, of course, Richie, who plays on this new record of mine and has been a collaborator. We've been working together now for a few years, so he's fantastic. But like I say, if they ask me, I'm there. I'm there. They had me out with them in 2016. They wanted Joe to come, but he didn't want to do it. He's like, just to do one song. I said, well, it might be more than one. I mean, they asked me to come out and do some songs, and then I ended up playing most of the set with them. So, when you're in the moment, it's like, hey, yeah, come out on this song here. You can play the piano part, or you can sing a background, or whatever, So, I had fun. I had fun just hanging out with those guys, we go way back,
What did you think about Lars, as drummer from Metallica, when they did that version of Astronomy? It sounds like he's pretty dead on to what you did in the original. What's your take on Lars is doing your part on the song Astronomy?
I thought that he would put more of his own spin on it at first. At first, I was a little disappointed. I was like, I wanted to hear them tear it apart, but they didn't. They were very respectful. But then you got to feel a compliment, I mean, it's definitely a huge honor, for them to do that and to do it so respectfully. It was quite nice, actually. I would love for Lars to play on the next Imaginos record. I think that would be amazing. Who does he play with, other than Metallica? Nobody.
Yeah, you're right.
That would be wonderful, to get that guy on my record,
Yeah, and with the way the quarantine has changed things, he might be able to just hop in his studio, listen to the track, throw you some stuff. It's not like it used to be, where he'd have to fly to your place, sit down, listen to the song, get all set up. I know they've got their jam room. He probably has a kit. He can just sit down and hit record, and it's done.
Yeah, he could. He could do that. I have plans to work with some other people outside of, the Blue Öyster Cult guys, but other bands, I mean, for instance, the Dictators, I'll do a song with them for this next one.
Hey, I heard a great story about you guys, Blue Öyster Cult, back in the day, touring with Rush. You and Alex Lifeson would jam for like hours. Is that true? Did just you and him just kind of like rock out for a while?
Well, it was not just the two of us. It was also Howie, which was their road manager, and I think Rick Downey. I think that the four of us would jam, for hours, But it was Alex, Howie, me, and Downey.
How did that not become like a tape or a band or a side project?
Well, Alex was supposed to play on the original Imaginos. He'd said he'd do it, but then when it came time, he was like too busy with the Rush stuff. So, you gotta, you can't just take off and do a side project, when you're in the middle of doing your bread and butter gig, So he couldn't do it. He even wrote to Columbia and told them, when they were going to sign this project up, that he was going to do it. So, I mean, it was both him and Robbie Krieger were the two guest stars that it was going to have. So Robbie ended up doing it, though, which was nice.
Now, you guys, back in the day, were one of the first bands to really use lasers live. Was it a big thing in a moment where people freaked out, or did it seem like the next logical step for stage performances?
For me, it was amazing. It was amazing seeing this technology and the things that we did with it, which have never been done before or since, like the thing with where we made the laser room. What we do is put smoke out, and then we put the laser to make a square. And the smoke, as it was coming towards you, you would feel like you were going down a hallway when you were sitting still. It was the freakiest kind of feeling to see that. It was amazing. And I would say that for years before that, I don't ever remember colors in my dreams. And after that, I was dreaming in color. I mean, even now, I still dream in color because of the lasers.
Wow. At this point, not even being nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, does it even matter? I mean, it's been so long.
Listen, I am in the Long Island Music Hall of Fame with John Coltrane. Drop mic. I don't need anything else. I'm fine. I've met the president. I've been honored for my teaching. It's all good. It's all good. Awards are cool. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I don't know. What is that anyway?
Well, Biggie Smalls is in there, not Blue Öyster Cult, so how much can you put into that?
Chris is in there.
Yeah. So he's got some limited edition bundles out now. You get the CD, you get a T-shirt, guitar pick, autograph, poster, Imaginos 2. Albert, when will we see Imaginos 3? Have you started working on that and putting pieces together?
Yes, I have started, but it probably, because of my schedule, because I have a whole bunch of gigs, I have a couple Imaginos gigs. Hopefully we'll have more. But in the late spring, I'm going to be working with the Dictators, doing gigs with them in the late spring and late summer, too. Then Blue Coupe has got a new record coming out, so we'll probably get some gigs. So I have a lot of live shows, which as anybody who's gone through the past 2 years will tell you, it's just wonderful to see all the people and play music live with people you enjoy for people that you enjoy. and they sing along. Oh my God, it's what a sound that is when I love when people sing along with the songs. I love it.
Well, Albert, thanks for the chat today and congratulations on the new record.
Thank you. Thank you.